Well, some years ago, I had been to Chiang Mai, Thailand to visit a few friends. And I was traveling from Chiang Mai, Thailand to Bangkok. Through Bangkok, you had to go from Chiang Mai to Bangkok, and Bangkok get transferred on to another airplane, to another flight to go on to your next destination. And while I was there, I decided I wore glasses, and I knew that in Bangkok there was this hospital that they did real good, cheap laser surgery. So while I had a layover there, I had a layover for a couple days, I said, I'm going to go and get laser surgery done while I have a layover. So I contacted the hospital, and I scheduled an appointment. And so when I flew from Chiang Mai to Bangkok, I went to the hospital, did the appointment, got the test results, and did the calibrations. And they said, okay, tomorrow we will, if you're okay with it, tomorrow we will do the laser surgery. Well, the scheduling the appointment and doing the test didn't take very long, and that gave me the whole rest of the day to go and to see Bangkok. So I went and I rented one of these tuk-tuks. A tuk-tuk is a three-wheeled motorcycle taxi. So you got the driver up front, and then you got behind him, you have a bench seat where you can put 3, 4, 5, or 6, however many people you can fit in there. So I went to a tuk-tuk driver and I said, Mr. Tuk-tuk driver, I want you to give me, and I forget the time, I think I had 3 hours. I said, give me a 3-hour tour of Bangkok. I said, I want to see Bangkok. Show me the sights. I really want to see what is Bangkok, and go and let me have some lunch, or some supper or lupper or whatever it was, and go and show me what is here. So, well, this is music to the tuk-tuk drivers. He was happy. He said, okay, I'll show you. So we started the day off, and we started going, and first he took me to a money exchange place, and I got a really good rate. So good that the money I saved on the money exchange, I was then almost able to pay for the tuk-tuk ride. So I did that, and I don't know, it's probably a black market money exchange. I didn't know anything at that time. And then we went from there, I went to a tailor, and the tuk-tuk driver said, I know you don't want to buy anything at the tailor, but would you please go, listen to a sales speech, and then walk out? Because I get some pay, I get some commission, and I'll give you a discount on the price of the tuk-tuk. So we did that, went to a tailor, listened to this big speech. They wanted to make me a suit, they wanted to make me a shirt, they wanted to make me pants, and I said, I'm sorry. After hearing all that big speech, I said, I'm sorry, I'm actually not really interested. I'm soon flying out, and I don't have time to wait for a suit. So the tuk-tuk got his pay from that, and then we moved on to the next site. We got to see the palace there in Bangkok, where the king lives, the king and the queen. I got to see the there's a couple other different sites that we went to, and then I went for lunch and went along a river, and there was a seafood place there. He said, this is really good seafood. In Bangkok, the seafood is good. The shrimp is good. You must get a shrimp. So we went there, I got a shrimp, and that shrimp was the largest shrimp I had ever seen. It was enough for almost 2 meals. It cost a lot too, but it was once in a lifetime experience. And then after that, he said, okay, now do you want to go and see a tiger in an arena, tiger in a cage, and do you want to go see a tiger? And I was thinking, in Thailand, I know they have tigers, and I know the tourists come here, and they go and they hold the baby tiger, and they take really nice pictures with this baby tiger. Got to thinking about that, and okay, sure, I still have time, still got some time. Sure, I want to go see a tiger. Show me this tiger. So we went and we drove for a little bit, and we drove through this small alleyway in the back behind this big warehouse type building. I got to thinking, I said, why is a tourist attraction through this little road and in this warehouse type building? I thought, well, maybe the tigers are kept there. Who knows? Maybe there's going to be another entranceway. And anyway, there's this big metal door that we had to go through. Got to thinking, was this the back entrance, or what in the world is this? And the driver, he said, go through that door, and in there they'll show you where the tigers are. And so I said, okay, whatever, I'll go through the door. And there's a guard there at the door, and he opened the door for me and motioned me to come in this way. So I went in, and there was a dimly lit room, and I went in rather slowly because I wasn't sure what was in that room, and went a little bit slowly, and I looked in this room. It was dimly lit. And in this room, they had chairs sitting up, like bench, a couple chairs and a bench. And you could sit on these chairs, and you could look at these different glass windows. And they had these big glass windows. They had 2 big glass windows, one on this side, one on that side. And so the guard was there. He motioned me to sit on the chair and to look through these glass windows. And I'm there and I'm looking for this tiger, and it's dimly lit, and I'm almost ready to bolt out the door because I realize this is not the place I probably should be. Then I looked in the windows, and they had inside the windows, they had these chairs set up, like these bleachers types chairs set up going up, and on there they had different ladies sitting. And so they had ladies in this window and ladies in that window. And the guard, he comes up to me and says, take your pick. I said, where are the tigers? And he said, well, they're in that window, take your pick. And he pointed to the scantily clad ladies. And I looked at the ladies, and he said, yeah, the ones in this room are cheaper, and the ones over here are higher price. They do better service. And then I realized that I'd been set up, and there was no such thing as a tiger. I wasn't looking for a tiger, but this was an evil place. And so I told the guard, I said, I'm sorry, I'm not interested. Actually, I didn't say I'm sorry, but I said, I'm not interested. And I went to leave and left and walked outside, walked over to a tree where the tuk-tuk driver was parked underneath the tree. He was there resting. And I said, okay, I'm ready to go. I don't want to see any more of Thailand. Please take me back to my hotel. So we went back to the hotel, and the tuk-tuk driver, he said, what? Why so fast? What happened? Why so fast? Is there a problem? And at first I wanted to say, I'm sorry, no, there isn't a problem, but I said, yeah, there is a problem. I really don't want to see this type of tiger, which you're talking about, and it's not who I am. And he was amazed, because he thought all single young men were like that, foreign single young men. But I'm reminded of a verse in Genesis chapter 4, verse 7. It says, sin is crouching at the door. Its desire is for you, but you must rule over it. So brothers and sisters, I want to encourage you. Sin is right at the door. It's going to show up in your life in many different ways, many different forms. And its desire is for you. It yearns to draw you in. But you must rule over it. So brothers and sisters, rule over that sin. Amen. Thank you.